Welcome back to my channel. You'll see that things are a little bit different around here now. I have changed the layout of my room, so things are just a little different. Feels bigger to me, but you won't see the nice background that I had before. Gotta work on this one. Together with changing up my room, a lot of other things happened around the house and around the world all over this year. So I wanted to just take a moment to look back at this channel that was born in May 2020. I felt inspired by the utter boredom that 2020 brought to us and working from home, and it gave me some sort of energy to start something on the side. And I decided it was going to be this childhood dream of mine to start a YouTube channel. I wasn't really sure what to talk about at first, but then I realized, well, maybe this is actually the right time to start sharing some of the things that I've learned throughout the years as a designer. And surprisingly enough, it kind of picked up more than I expected. I expected to have just 100 followers, my friends basically, and maybe colleagues from work. But I feel like there's a need for this type of content because you guys swarmed around some of the Figma videos and the more nitty-gritty tutorials. So I found myself in a situation where I think I didn't know where to go. I tried different things, and I still want to try different things, just to be clear. But I've tried different methods of filming, I've tried different topics, and I'm really looking to understand what resonates with the most of you and how can I be the most helpful. But in doing so, I think I'm at risk at losing track. If I don't have a clear path or goal, I end up just doing whatever is most requested or whatever, I don't know, comes to my mind that day, and then the channel ends up being not that organic. So with that said, I decided to take all of the energy that I gathered while working indoors in this 2020 and just releasing it into writing up a plan on how to make this channel better. I realized that I haven't been very present. I've started with a lot of good intentions, but then I got caught up in work and other things. So I really want to make it up to you guys and have a nice, coherent set of videos and content coming up in 2021. So I asked on Twitter how many of you guys were interested, and if this is even interesting as a video. It's not the actual content, I guess, but some of you said it could be mildly interesting, so why not? Let's give it a try. So I want to keep it short and concise. So let's go through what were the steps that I took to get to a list of what my 2021 on YouTube would look like. I started by defining principles. So remember, I felt kind of lost, like I didn't know which direction to go. And when I approach this as a design challenge, the first thing that comes to mind is that it feels like I don't have principles that I'm going by. I decided to brainstorm, and I brainstormed a bunch of ideas. Then I cluster them. And when clustering them, I felt that there were some things that were repeating, and the two main concepts I would say, and ended up becoming the principles that I identified, were all related to, one, staying honest and true to myself. I have the tendency of doing things just because other people like them or other people want them, and YouTube could be the ultimate thing where I do that. But I want to stay true to what I think of design and design communication. And so I just want to keep that as a principle of mine, and specifically to this channel. So you probably don't expect sponsored content anytime soon. I don't think it's necessary. I may change my mind, so if in a few years you see me, I don't know, having sponsored content everywhere, maybe I do find some sort of reason why I should have that in the future. But as of now and as of 2020, I want to stay honest to my roots and keep this almost like as a glorified hobby and stay honest to what I think. The other piece of it that is actually really relevant right now is to keep it fun. The last few months, I've just had so much else to get my mind around that I just couldn't even think of preparing a YouTube video, thinking of the content, thinking of the script. And so I ended up just doing nothing. And that's not where I want to be at the end of 2021. I want it to be a fun experience. So I am going to sacrifice consistency, prettiness of thumbnails or whatever for like just getting things out there. I'll eventually find a way to make them pretty and unique and cohesive, but that's not right now. So that's not part of my principles. I just want to have fun doing this, and if I can communicate something to you guys, I will do that best of my abilities. So once I had these two principles with me, it was much easier to define what a goal for my 2021 YouTube channel would be. And in this case, goals plural. And that's usually what I do with design projects as well. Once I have a few principles that I go by, I end up shaping the goal, the direction in which I'm going. And I wanted to have something clearly measurable that I can look back at and say, yes, you have achieved 80% of your goal. I'm not striving to achieve 100%, but I put ambitious goals so then I can achieve at least a bit. But have something measurable, and I chose to go for number of subscribers, which I've seen just increase organically without me doing any videos. So I'm pretty confident that this number is doable. And if not doable, at least like 80% of it could be doable. So I'm looking at total subscribers at the end of 2021. And then this is more to motivate myself, but the second one would be number of videos. So I've only made really like maybe 4 or 5 videos so far, and I feel like I've done a lot, but it's really sad. Like I look at my channel and there's not really a lot, and I feel like I have a lot more to tell you guys. I just need to put it into words, edit it, and publish it. So I have a list, like a long list of ideas of things that I want to share. It's just a matter of doing it. I'm planning on doing at least 12 videos this year, 1 per month, with as my minimum goal. My maximum goal, very optimistic, probably unrealistic, is to make 2 or 3 a month. So I definitely want to keep on the Real Talk series, where I'm going to talk about just design problems, like designer problems, things that I live through, and they're mostly like me complaining about stuff, but I think it's worth it and it can open up a conversation. I'm gonna keep doing tutorials and more beginner-friendly content, which is honestly the things that you guys request the most. So I want to definitely have a mini series on how to set up your first portfolio, how to find your first job. Not that I have the answers necessarily, but I can share what I've done and how that has helped me. So these are really the measurable plans that I have. On top of that, I wanted to add something more abstract and more for myself as a North Star to keep with me, and that is to keep a learning mindset. You'll see a lot of different things that I'm gonna try out this year. I think I am in the phase where I want to experiment with different types of videos, different types of thumbnails, different types of style, designs, a lot of different things. And as you can see, I started from my hair, just trying different things. So I will explore. Eventually, my end goal at the end of 2021 will be to have maybe a little bit of a clearer idea of what the design identity of this channel will be. And hopefully maybe put it together by the end of 2021. But can't promise that. That's more of a stretch goal for me. So with that said, this has been a crazy but wonderful year. I am so glad that I started this, and this has given me already so much joy. So thank you all really for following, not just the subscribers, but everyone who's watching my tutorials and my videos. You make me feel so appreciated. I am so grateful. So to an even better 2021. See you next year.